we go.
What's going on, y'all boys?
What's going
Welcome,
on,
welcome.
man?
Oh, we live already.
Welcome,
yeah,
we're live. We're
we
live
been
right
press
now.
recorded.
We're live.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're live. Yeah.
Niggas is trying to catch you.
So put, yeah, I was about to say, put on that act that you like to put on.
What act? I
The
didn't
act.
say
Put it,
nothing
go
crazy.
ahead, man. Exactly. I mean, control what you say.
Yeah, we here, man. I pressed record a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's like I already knew. I was already tunnel vision.
Yeah, like that. What's
We're
going
sitting
on,
up straight.
man? What's going on? How y'all feeling today?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Nice Sunday afternoon. You know. How y'all boys feeling?
I'm a little hungover. I did that party yesterday. Good turnout. Shout out to Ner. You know,
Shout out Ner.
birthday.
Yeah.
Nurski.
Yeah, good vibes.
You said you hungover? What you sipping on?
Well, beforehand, I went to my brother's house. His girl made some food, delicious. So I was drinking Prestige.
Oh,
And then
Get in-
Prosecco.
Get into your Haitian roots, prestige.
what his girl cooked? You said it was delicious. What was it?
Aka, she made homemade pickles.
Oh, she's Haitian.
She made bun and pizza, and she made chicken.
Okay, shout out Olivier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I went to the spot, got a drink, got a couple shots.
Okay, calm.
A worthy Saturday.
How was the event though?
I just told you it was good.
No, my like details. The crowd, like how.
No. The crowd was,
You're a DJ. We want to get the scoop. Like how
you know the.
Am I bugging?
Now you're not bugging. You know how it goes. You put the flyer at 9:00. People don't want to show up until 12.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And so 3 hours of really partying. So it was fluctuating in and out, but vibes was there. Everyone was doing their thing.
Okay, that's what's up.
Then you hungover, like you feel different. Like it's not as easy as like when you were like.
No, that's when you said 11. I woke up at 10:30. I'm like, nah. I'm gonna get here at 12.
Yeah, I got here a little later than I thought I would. Dealing with two different types of traffic coming from the thruway, and then Stanford. I don't like my first time like being out here. It wasn't this bad. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on with y'all. Stanford.
Stanford's always like this. Over here,
Traffic
always
sucks,
like
bro.
this. Trash.
That traffic is terrible. How the hell
Between
y'all
like
deal with that?
exits 6 all the way down to like 12. It's just random.
And then going home too. Like, where the hell are y'all going at?
Yeah.
Like, where y'all going?
I don't know.
You know what it is? We're so close. We're pretty close to Manhattan than other people. So that's like a main road to get to Manhattan.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. I-95 is just crazy, bro.
I don't know no names, man. I don't know Route 6. I don't know I-95. I just know, hey, I drive here and then I'm out of here. Like I go, like I don't know any interstate names, none of that.
You don't know I-87. You
don't
don't
know
know
none of that, man.
the parkways, Palisades Parkway. You don't the Merritt. You don't
I
know.
mean, I know Palisades Parkway. Everybody knows Palisades Parkway, but I'm talking about.
I-87.
So if you guys stuck on I-87, you wouldn't figure out how to get home?
No, I just don't know the names of like the inner anything like that. I know where I'm going though. Like I know how to like get home. I just don't know like what's this.
So you wouldn't be able to.
If y'all called me and asked me like, yo, where am I at? I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
That's terrible.
I wouldn't be able to tell
So
you.
you're
I
not
just know
really
where
good
I'm
with
going.
directions and all that stuff.
I mean, for me to not be good with directions, I would have to not know the names and still don't know where I'm going. Like I'll probably just have to like ask people. Like,
Or you the type you just remember landmarks. Like, I'm gonna go, keep driving, go past the CVS.
Past the
exactly. That's
When
that's
you go,
exactly.
take it right at the red house.
That homeless guy right there. You know he's there. If he's not there,
If he's
you
not
see-
there, you better turn back around.
If you
go
see a
home.
black Honda Civic broke down, you went too far.
Yeah, not like that. But yeah, I pretty much like once I do it a couple of times, like I just know where I'm going. Like I just don't know the names though.
I feel you.
Like I won't be able to tell you what throughway I'm on, but I know how to navigate through it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
But you chatting though, cause you know, like you already know the Parkway. Don't tell me you don't know Garden State Parkway. You know the GSP. you know what these things are called, and you can
I know the
recognize
Garden
if you're
State
on them.
Parkway. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know what branches out from it.
So like for you, I wouldn't expect you to know I-95 because you don't live around here. I-95 goes from like down to Mass, I believe, all through Connecticut down to Mass, and then back towards like Westchester, like somewhere in Westchester. So Rockland, like we grew up in Rockland, so you know I-87, you know the
287.
Parkway.
I know the
yeah,
Parkway. I know
you know?
Route 59. I know
Yeah,
Route
you know,
45.
202,
But everything, I don't
yeah.
know what 202 is. Like, what's 202? I'm being dead serious.
That's like
I
near
promise.
Pomona.
Yeah, that's like Pomona, that's Garnerville, Havy, 202.
202.
Yeah, you know 304, Route 304. Say you don't know Route 304, you lying because you used to live right there from Route 304.
I'm telling you. I don't know.
303, 304, all that.
I'm being dead serious. Like, what's
304 is like Orangeburg around that area, right?
Yeah, I'm trying. I meant to say 303 for him. Yeah, but 304 goes through Orangeburg.
okay?
Like the
So
Valley
what's
Cottage.
303?
303 is like behind Rampo, the one that goes from Muncie and cuts through,
Oh, by
and hits 59.
the Brick Church Cemetery.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I know that. I know that. I just don't know what it.
That's terrible. You're
Yeah.
not paying attention, P. You're not watching the mass, P.
I'm not watching the games. I'm not watching the game. Speaking of the game, man, you seen that game last night?
I didn't.
I
Ay, ay, ay.
I watched some of it, but then I already knew what was gonna happen.
You ain't got no faith in New York?
Come on, man, they was struggling. After what they did to my Boston, it's kind of like a revenge, right?
They got Boston out of there like pretty quickly.
Yeah, they packed them up.
Yeah,
And
they packed 'em up.
surprisingly, I don't know what the hell happened to Boston, but
And I'm not gonna fake like I'm a sports enthusiast, but I seen like this thing online. I forgot who said it. They were saying that, you know, the last couple of times the Knicks met the Pacers in that type of situation, Pacers just get them out of there every single time. I think like last year, weren't they
Yeah.
facing the
Pacers defeated them last year.
Yeah,
in
so
the second round.
it's like that Patriot Giants type of thing, man. They just got each other's numbers. Well, one team has that team's number, and you know, Pacers out here just
he
ruining
gave
it.
Siakam the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, MVP. He deserved it. He was consistent throughout the whole series. Halliburton had bigger games, but he had the bigger game. But Siakam kept him in the series throughout the whole series. He was consistent. Halliburton had some bad games. He had like 8 points one night.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
you know,
crazy.
yeah.
How you have a 30-point game down to 8?
It happens, man. It happens.
I mean, I didn't see all of the games, but one of the last games I watched, they were clamping that dude, man. Halliburton, he wouldn't be able, like, I just can't. He just
They was
was in
clamping
his jersey or something.
Brunson.
Yeah.
Seatbelt.
Problem is with the Knicks, man. Brunson will dribble the air out the ball, and then you gotta get the other guys going. I don't know. I always thought Brunson, he's too ball dominant.
He has like 8 assists a game.
But-
Like, what do you
Brunson?
mean? Yeah, doesn't he have like 6 to
But
8
you
assists a game?
you gotta think about it. Those other guys are scared to shoot the ball. It's like they want to give him the ball. They know he could score it. They don't like Josh Hart. He'll have 2 points a game and be fine.
But Josh Hart isn't a scorer, so he's more like a scrappy guy. You know, rebounds.
But we in the playoffs.
yeah, but Josh Hart he'll give you a good 8 to 10 points. And then he'll give you some rebounds, some
I
hustle
don't-
plays, some
I don't
steals, some
subscribe
blocks.
to that either. Like what you said, like they've been there before. Like you know what to do in this type of
You
setting.
feel me? It's like don't be scared to shoot the ball. You're on the team for a reason.
I wouldn't say they're scared. You know what it is with the Knicks? And Tibbs, he actually started doing this later in the series. He started playing more guys. So the Knicks, they were too tired. The Pacers run. They're a fast team. So those starters, they were winded. They were tired, you know. So Tibbs had to go deeper into the bench. And if you guys know, historically, Tibbs, he plays his starters heavy minutes. And these guys, they were getting tired. And you go deep in the playoffs, you're going to get fatigued. So you can't be doing that. But the Pacers, they welcome that. They play like 10, 11 guys per game. So those guys could run. They get in the game, they start running. Fucking TJ McConnell off the bench, he averages the most assists off the bench. Like he knows how to get that offense going. So the Knicks just couldn't keep up, in my opinion.
They're a great team. They're a great team. Knicks are a great team, and Pacers are a great team too. I didn't think Pacers' bag was that deep when I was like,
Well,
because
it's not gonna be that deep in the finals. They're about to be 4-0.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
OKC really got it figured out.
Yeah,
I don't know,
they might
man.
win one.
One thing I learned is you shouldn't really count anyone out. Like they might very well surprise us.
I got OKC in 6.
OKC in 6.
OKC in 6.
I'll give Pacers 1. OKC in 5.
No, I think Pacers at least wins like 2 games.
I could see OKC in 5 though. I could see that. Like they let the Pacers win 1 at home, but they win the first 3 straight. OKC wins 3 straight. Pacers get 1 at home, and then OKC finishes them up in OKC.
Yeah,
I could see
I feel
that.
like that's what they did to the T-Wolves.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, T-Wolves.
That's what they've been doing, man.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Yeah,
want to win at home.
I can see that. Yeah,
They
they don't
won
care to
here.
win on the road. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, the game is pretty much fresh. Do you know who has like home court advantage going into it?
OKC, they had the best record in the league.
They have home court.
Yeah, they have home court.
It would be them at Game 7. Should it get
It
there?
would be them game 7, but it's not getting to 7.
You don't think so?
It's not
I
going
think it
7.
might get to 7.
No, it won't.
Man.
I think so. 6 or 7. 6 or 7.
Shay's playing like a monster. Jay Williams playing like a monster. You got Chet Holmgren being consistent.
I'm not discounting
bench is
anybody
deep.
on the Pacers, man.
Pascal
I feel like
Siakam
they
got to go for. He got to turn into Anthony Davis or some shit. He got to.
I'm not discounting nobody from the
Anthony,
Pacers, bro.
During the last series,
I'm just. I'm just saying Anthony Davis type numbers.
I'm
Eight-
not
eight-
discounting.
didn't he have like 4 points in one of these games?
I don't know. I'm not. Listen. I'm not an AD fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not.
As high as his low, I can't vouch for him.
I'm not discounting anybody
Said
from
you
the
can't
Pacers,
vouch for
bro.
him.
I
You
can't.
just brought him up as a reference point.
Nah, AD. Come on, AD's a monster, bro.
Oh, you said AD or
A-
AE?
Oh, AD, Anthony Davis,
Oh,
Pascal Siakam, Anthony Davis, not
thought you
Anthony
said
Edwards.
AD.
No, AD.
Oh, you thought? Oh, Edwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
Nah.
It should be a great series. Should be a great
Yeah,
series.
We're not a sports show, but we sometimes
Nah,
you
it's good. It's great basketball coming from what it used to be. Mm-hmm. It's great basketball where you see the same teams in the finals, where it would be like a Cavalier or Warriors or
Yeah.
the Lakers not Lakers, Warriors for sure, but it's pretty. It's good basketball.
that's you bring up a good point. It's good to see
basketball.
new teams and fresh energy.
Yeah, like 1 year the Nuggets won, or like I like to see stuff like that. Like
It's been
like seeing
7
the
different
underdog.
teams.
yeah,
like seeing the underdog win.
I like to see the underdog win. Yeah. I'm not sure how I really feel about the OKC Pacers matchup, but it's good basketball. It's great basketball. It's great basketball. I like seeing it.
Distraction.
Yeah.
And what's really going on?
You think? Oh, this
What's
guy.
what's really going on, man?
This guy, man.
Huh?
What's
This
really
guy,
going
man.
on?
He always want to take it there. Go
Like,
ahead,
let's
man.
move,
What-
man. There's shit going on in Africa where there's policies with the new president. I'm not sure. I forgot the name of the country, but black. He's not a dictator, but he's like one of the youngest political leaders, and he's doing things in his country where he's trying to revoke the oppressors from coming into their land and try to run shit. There's mad shit going on, but we have all these distractions, sports, all these wars, everything.
Yo.
I hear you, and it's always. I don't want to sound insensitive when I say this, but
There's always shit like that going on.
there's always something going on, right? And it's not that I don't care or that I believe people should be going through certain things, but I really do believe I can't fight every battle. And there's always going to be something going on. As harsh as it may sound, if it doesn't directly affect me, I can't allow it to take up so much real estate in my mind. I can't allow it to clutter my mind. Does my heart go out to the people affected? Of course, and I really do hope that it gets better. The situation, gets better, but I don't let it occupy my mind so much that, that's what I'm thinking about, and I'm stressing over it.
So if it doesn't affect you personally, like up close, What if it affects you long term? Like their actions today, fuck up what's going on in the future.
I think you have it on the back burner for sure, but I agree with you. If it's not really affecting me right now, then just move on for it from now. But have it in the back of your head that it might be able to like reach close to home, like, bro.
I got a perfect example. You see how Muncie is ran by the Hasidic community, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we weren't selling our houses and they coming in, cleaning up, buying everything out, it wouldn't be as congested as it is right now, as far as that community overwhelming and gentrifying the area.
I think that situation is slightly different because in this case, it's not that. Well, rather like this. That group of people, they're a community, and they lean on each other and they depend on each other and they uplift each other, right? So they support each other's businesses. They want to create a community, and they're communal in their actions and in their approach, in the way they spend their money, to the way they educate their children, everything. Healthcare, you know that. A Hasidic person gets ran over by a car, regular ambulance pulls up, they're not going in that regular ambulance. It has to be their own people type of thing,
They will die right there.
Sure. Yo, don't touch me, like type shit, for real. So it's like they have that community and we don't, right? So it's.
I'm kind of jealous of it, if I'm being honest.
It's commendable. It's definitely something you look up to, because it's hard to get that community feeling and to really build up and raise up something like that.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's hard at all. I feel like, well, they're everything that we're not, for sure.
I think it's very difficult with egos, with pride, with people just selfish thinking. I think it's one of the hardest things in the world.
Well, yeah, that's what I was like really trying to get at. It's really all that stuff that's really like limiting us, us. Like the ego, the pride, like we're all just like so fixated on like one-upping people. You know what I mean? Like we're so focused on self that we're just not like behaving in the community, like you said. Like we're just all about, I need to worry about myself. I need to do this. I need to get all this information for myself. Not knowing that if you share some of this wealth, everybody could be uplifted with you. Like you go together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just you. You're gonna go by yourself, and you're gonna be by yourself. You're gonna look back. You're gonna laugh at your people. You're gonna say, "Yo, dude," you know what I mean? Versus everybody goes together. Everybody eats, does all that. We just don't know how to behave. Unified. We're not unified. This is not a unity type of thing within the black community. I don't.
Yeah.
Like it's terrible to say.
So to that point where you say, it's that we don't care enough where we allow them to come in and buy these houses and sell our houses to them. No, they understand. They understand we don't have any loyalty to each other, right? In that way. So we're okay with leaving where we live because we don't see it as a community, right? Because we feel that we can just uplift and go somewhere else. Fine, yes, you can technically, but now you're leaving a void. Now you're allowing them to come in because they're gonna offer you top dollar, and they're gonna offer it like cash or something. They're gonna hit you with something you can't resist.
Bro, they always put you in a situation where when are you gonna see this type of money again? For real.
And then on top of that, you just look at the landscape. Look at the education system. Why would you want to stay there? What's the incentive to stay there? We're not getting proper funding. There's all sorts of challenges. There's all sorts of things. There's no after school recreational centers for the children. It's just terrible. But that's what I'm saying though. Like there's no community. Like it.
It's almost like it's not worth it.
Yeah. So it's like we have no loyalty.
That's what it feels
so
like.
we're quick to take the offer, and it's unfortunate, but that's the reality of things.
Breachpoint for mayor.
Yo, like after our sports take, you had said something. It's like I forgot what you had said, but it was leading towards like propaganda for me. You know what I mean? So I seen this clip.
It's a distraction.
Yeah. So I seen this clip on. I just happened to be on TikTok for whatever reason. I seen this clip on TikTok, and it was this African American speaking to this African, and he was asking the African American. I'll give you the gist of it. I don't remember the context of it word for word. He was asking basically, how do you Africans like see us African Americans? And basically what he said was, I see y'all as slaves. And then the dude who's doing the interview was like, yo, you see us as slaves? Like, however, like, what do you mean? He's like, yo, you guys built a nation that controls you. Talking about America, basically. Like, you guys built a nation that controls you. And I was just like, I wasn't rolling yet. I wasn't doing anything like that. And I think what it was in the video that they went back to this slave thing. He was like, tell us why you think we're slaves. I'm riffing right now, but basically tell us why you think we're slaves. He's like, yo, they use y'all as dancers and entertainers and stuff like that. I'll find the video for you guys, but I wanted to get y'all opinion on basically like propaganda. Do you feel like everything is just, what am I trying to ask you guys right now? But yeah, I wanted to like get y'all opinion like propaganda.
I think I know where you're coming from with that. So when we look at something like that, right, and we understand that when we even think of propaganda, we form opinions based on the things that we see, and the things that we consume, right? So, media, the mainstream media, they show African Americans in a bad light. Mm-hmm. So they're only highlighting the rappers, and not necessarily a bad light, but the people with the most money. Mm-hmm. And they're out there, celebrity status, so status. So of course we see the rappers, we see whatever you want to call it, the entertainers.
And a lot of it's a facade too. A lot of these people, they got fake shit on.
A lot of it is a facade, but they're pushing the wrong message, and that's what I'm guessing the native Africans that live in Africa, that's what they're seeing on mainstream media, right? So that's what is being portrayed. However, there's a large community of African Americans and just black people in general in America that, are focused on the right things, and they are trying to be progressive, and they are trying to break down barriers, and they are, well educated, and they are wealthy. And it's not a loud wealth. It's not like flashy. It's not,
Yeah. So
there's a lot of people doing the work, but they don't necessarily see that because of the propaganda that's fed to them, because of what media pushes. But that's not necessarily, the whole situation. So I always do hear that, black people were slaves, and we're sheep and this and that. And it's true. If you like, numbers don't lie. We are one of the biggest consumers, although we aren't one of the top earners, so it's like, it's true. However, there are people trying to move the needle, and trying to make changes, and that's not portrayed enough. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, and one of the like prominent things that he said like during this video is, and he was like, yo, truth be told, like, you guys are talking about the African Americans. He's like, you guys are our heroes, but you guys like giving up. And it was just, I don't know, wherever my brain was that day, I can't really recall, but it was just to me, it was, I kind of believed them is what I'm trying to say.
I think it's a lack of leadership, All our, majority of the good leaderships that we have assassinated. They died where, like Nelson Mandela, he went to jail. Granted, he did with nonviolence and everything, but as far as, I know he made a big change, but that big change he made was kind of, it sounds like I'm about to downplay what he did, but
shout him out. Shout out Nelson Mandela.
No, don't get me wrong. Nelson Mandela, thank you for everything.
Yeah, give him the shout out before you kick us back in.
But I feel like it's not enough. Like
it's not enough.
It's not enough. It's a stepping stone. I feel like it's never gonna be enough. The
work is never done, right? Yeah. So he did his part, and he's gonna pass the baton. You're right. So it does sound like it does.
It sounds like it, but I'm trying.
No, you're right. Yeah, because we have to pick up that baton, and we have to continue the work because it's never ending. And as long as,
do we really need to prove anything?
It's not even about proving anything. It's not. I don't think it's about proving anything. It's
something that needs to get done.
Yeah, it's about, respect. I think I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't.
I don't know. I'm not gonna go into my bag.
It's a touchy. It's a touchy.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah. You know, shout out Nelson Mandela. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to show. Yeah, let's move away from that.
I see what you was trying to. I see what you're trying
let's
to
move
do.
away from that.
You know, shout out the Hasidics. Shout out everybody.
Yeah,
shout out all communities.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like we could all be a little farther if we just act in unison.
Yeah.
But it's a hard thing to do. You need structure, and we're lacking structure.
Yeah. Which I think this conversation almost kind of ties in a way with the topic you wanted to talk about today with the relocation and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of because people are relocating when they sell their houses and,
Mm-hmm.
and leave the community. So
Speaking of relocating, would you guys relocate to another area with the same pay, same everything, just in a different location and start over?
Yes.
And what's like 3 major factors you would consider with that?
Yes, for me, I would definitely relocate. I mean, same pay type of thing, where, well, yeah, same pay. I would
And
definitely.
granted, when I say same pay, New York pay is significantly higher than some other places.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean, same pay. So whatever you're making in
because
New
of
York,
the area we're in, we're in a high cost of living area. So
Yeah.
that's what he
so,
runs here too.
you can go to like Kansas or somewhere out there.
Shouts to Kansas. I ain't going there.
But I'm just making a reference. You feel me? You go there, you got more buck for your dollar.
Yeah. But yeah, I would definitely do it.
Buck for your dollar. Yo, Roby, that was fly, yo.
Like, you know what you just did?
Buck for your dollar.
Do you know what you just did though?
I know what I did.
All right, cool.
I know what I did.
All right.
Oh man, that was fly.
Buck is a dollar.
Yeah.
A dollar's a dollar.
Yeah.
But a buck can also be a deer.
True. I thought the phrase was bang for your buck, but buck for
I
your
said what I
dollar.
said.
I heard you.
Nah, but the thing is, like what he did is what I was trying to get at. He just named the episode. Buck for your dollar.
Buck for your dollar.
And that's how it works, bro. That is exactly how
Yo,
it works.
and y'all was about to let it slide too. He was about to talk. I was like, nah, I can't contain myself.
That's exactly how it works, buddy.
Oh
A
man.
buck is a deer. Remember that?
Okay.
I know what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely for me, because I mean, same pay, go anywhere within the United States or
Anywhere, any country. 'Cause I got an epiphany. I know that the government says that certain countries can't go back to the United States as part of refugees, and I know they're making it a big deal, but I feel like the United States is not the only place people can go to. They're making it seem like the United States is the only place, but there's millions of other countries that accept us. Why do we want to go to somewhere that doesn't accept us? What do you guys feel about that? I mean, I know I switched topics. But that shit
Now
just
you
got
good?
me
Yeah,
tight.
I see. Yeah, I see. So you got real passionate about it. I think what that lends ear to is because I think the U.S. Nah, let me not talk out of my ass. I was about to just start saying things as if it's facts.
Rifting.
But I was gonna wonder, does the U.S. Their immigration rate, like, is it higher than any other countries? Like, we're a big melting pot, the
Yeah.
U.S., Other countries, you don't necessarily, well, maybe, I don't know, overseas. Like, I really don't know about overseas and their immigration stuff.
But I'm saying, I feel like people are making it that you got to go to the United States. But it's like,
because the U.S., we're considered like a powerhouse, in the world.
Yeah.
And then just the
superpower,
opportunities.
superpower.
You're promised opportunity. You're promised that, no matter where you're from, you come here and you work and you could get, you could reach your dreams, success, this and that. So I think it's an illusion that we have it so much better here. But I think also it may be better here than, it's definitely better here at other places. I'll tell you that.
it is than other places, but there's other places competing.
Yeah.
And what do you mean by like accept you?
As far as like for refugees, you feel me? Like shit goes crazy in your country, you need to flee the country.
Yeah.
You gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Bro, you can go to Canada. You can go to Europe. You can go to South America. But it's like a notion to go to the United States.
But you know what though? Also, if you have generations that first moved to the U.S., now you're planting roots in the U.S., right? So a lot of people have roots. A lot of people from different countries, their ancestors, their predecessors moved to the States because the States, the States has always welcomed people in. So if people already have roots in that country, they're more likely to move into that country where they already have some family members. I know that was the case for me and my family. My grandfather moved here in '84.
Same thing.
So,
For me, but
there were already roots here.
you can plant your own seeds.
You could plant your own seeds, but I'm just saying people are more likely to go where their people are, where,
Yeah, I get it.
Again, community and family, you don't want to just, me personally, I'm thinking how an average person would think, some people think like I don't care, I'm gonna take a risk, whatever, boom, I'll go out there by myself. But a lot of people would rather go where their people are instead of just going to a brand new spot they know nothing about, and they're taking a chance. And you're a refugee, so that means you're coming from a bad situation. You're seeking refuge. So I'm going to the spot where I know is valid at, like where I know like they're telling me you'll pull up here, like it's a thing, so that's my thinking, at least.
And so what you were saying is you don't think that's the United States?
No, I'm saying it's the United States, but I feel like they're rejecting some places to go. So I'm like, instead of making it a big deal, you turn your head, be like, I don't need you. You feel me? There's other places I can go.
Well, I think it used to be the United States.
You said it used to?
I think it used to be the United States.
So what is it now?
I think, with everything going on, I think like outsiders, like the United States, like really want their people in there, like citizenship, like their people in there. Like I think it's clipped for those refugees that we were speaking of, because like like I don't think the United States wants any outsiders. I'll just leave it at that. I don't think they do at all.
I think it's weird right now, the landscape. However, they're still accepting people from certain countries. I'll tell you that. So when we look at refugees, we're not just thinking black people. We're white people as well.
Yeah.
From those certain countries, Asian people as well. From countries that aren't the best politically. The economy's not the best.
Seeking asylum in the U.S.
Yeah, I have roots here. I have some family members that are already here. I'm gonna pull up. Yo, cousin, I'm pulling up. You got an extra room for me? You got a basement for me? Yeah, this is better than living under a dictatorship. And I don't like. Yeah, I'm pulling up. Yes, in the U.S. Yes.
Oh,
I could become a content creator.
Oh, I think
I could be a streamer.
I think they sleeping on Big T. I think they sleeping on Trump. I think it's over for that.
I didn't know what the hell you meant by Big T.
Nah, I know what he meant.
I'm like, who the fuck is Big T?
I think it's over for that.
I think it depends on the country, bro. He's letting people in from certain countries. It's well calculated. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Shout out Trump, though. Shout out Trump.
Oh, no, yeah.
Shout out Trump.
Yeah.
I mean,
Big T.
what he call him? Big T. Capital T. All right?
Yeah. No smoke.
All right.
No smoke.
All right, yeah.
You straight.
Yeah.
You straight. I'm just saying, you can. I mean, then they talk about that 5 million, but we ain't going. I digress.
5 million what?
Oh, like you could seek asylum here. I mean, I don't really know much about it, but it's about like, cause they packing people up. They sending them where, they came from.
Mm-hmm.
That was terrible to say. They
No, that's what it is.
That's what it. Yeah,
but you'll also tell them your handles.
Blue Collar Fit on Instagram. But yeah, so apparently, like I don't know much about it, so this is like kind of like hearsay. But I'll let you know what I heard. I mean, you could pay like a hefty fee of like that 5 million if you want to seek, citizenship here. I mean, we could fact check it later, but that's what I heard. I don't know how true it is.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I did hear something something to that effect about payouts and bribery. I didn't hear a number though. I'm thinking 5 mil is kind of steep. You kind of gotta already be lit wherever you're coming from. What's the point of you coming to the U.S. then? If you could just pay out 5 mil.
I think that's the whole point.
Unless you just want the access. If you just want the access to be able to, because if you're a business, if you're in business,
is important, man.
yeah. If you're in a business and you got to be moving from country to country, I can understand that. That's fly, and it's a U.S. You know. It's
Yeah.
But back to the question.
Oh, about the location? I'll do it real quick. The answer is yes for me. 3 reasons. I mean, I already explained one, past couple of days, switching your environment just puts you in a different headspace, Reason number 2, it could be more opportunity.
I'm asking for your reason.
Oh, yeah, of course. Reason number 2, it could be for more opportunity and, different lifestyle, just more opportunity, different lifestyle. 3, I mean, for me, I kind of just mentioned the first one. I was going to say something like just get in the way, but that falls into like just switching your environment. I don't think I really have 3. I think the biggest 2 would be just switching your environment because, when you leave what you know and you go branch out, it turns out people really like turn out well when you do something like that. And, that just falls into like opportunity, maybe a better job or something. But you said like keeping. So it could be like just switching your environment to, be around certain things that you weren't around, at your current
new opportunities.
State. Yeah, just new opportunities.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. If, pardon me, when my funds are right and I want to move somewhere else, yeah, why not? Especially if I'm leaving the Northeast region and I'm getting a higher pay because I live in a higher cost of living area and I can move to maybe somewhere where it's medium, or just lower than the cost of living of where I'm coming from with that same salary, same pay. It's a no-brainer. New opportunities, new people, new connections, network, just new environment. Like Pete was saying, it just puts you in a different headspace, gives you new perspective on things. I always feel that each city has their own energy, and depending on where you are, you're not a different person. You're just a different version of yourself. Like that city brings out a different part of you. If I go to Paris, like you feel me? Like it's just you just get a feel. You hit Barcelona. What happened? Pause. If I hit Paris, what it? I missed it. I'm sorry. Whatever. I hit Barcelona, Spain. You feel me? It's just a different feeling. I go to Tokyo, Japan. Different, like that's a different. Brings out different emotions. It evokes a different view. Like it just, and not to mention the ladies. You go to.
Not to mention the ladies.
You go to a different environment, you get different variety of women, Especially if you move into like moving out of country. It's a whole different ball game.
Do you know where you would go?
Do I know where I would go? Like anywhere in the world I could go.
It's anywhere you want to go.
Yeah.
I definitely live in like Africa. Either Ghana, Nigeria, somewhere like one of the major cities, Okay. I don't care to be in the trenches. I don't care.
You about to go to Africa, become a scammer.
You feel me? Or one of those or South Africa, one of those fly countries where the culture's just different. The women are submissive.
All right, moving right along.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I be joking, yo. I be joking because certain things are triggers. I just be kidding, man.
I want to go to Africa.
Again,
I'm not a passport, bro, but I'm just saying it. Just like they asked me a question, so I'm just answering it.
Yeah, no problem. For the second time, the social is blue collar fit.
So yeah, somewhere definitely in Africa. I would do something tropical. I don't know. I always liked always thought Guyana.
Guyana?
Guyanese women. guy needs food. You know, between
got a
the,
guy
you
needs
feel
food.
me? The tropical like that. You feel me? That's nice living. You know.
Oh,
And then honestly, go back to my home country, man, Haiti. You know, Haiti. I'm not in the trenches though.
it's all the trenches now, man.
Nah, it's not all the trenches. Nah,
You
money
know what?
talks. Money talks no matter where you are.
Propaganda, bro.
Yeah, bro. Money talks no matter where you are, bro.
As much as there's shit going bad in Haiti. There's calm places.
Yeah,
where
certain
you
places
chillin'.
you shouldn't be going, but
You can't go to Kafu.
nah.
Roby, what about you, man?
Me,
Yeah, to answer your own question.
Yeah.
I'll definitely do it. New money, new networking. I get to, if I can build my shit cheaper over there, why would I want to do it here where it's more expensive?
Facts.
I'm gonna get more buck for my dollar. I double down.
That is funny.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
a-
word though. Yeah, yeah.
that's
It
a
makes
t-shirt.
sense. It's almost like a no brainer. The only reason I could see somebody not wanting to go is whether family reasons, they don't want to leave their community. And those are all things we were just talking about,
People
get
feel-
homesick. You feel me?
Homes, yeah.
Fear. People fear the unknown, man. The uncertainty. You don't know what the hell is gonna happen out there.
My mom, bro, my parents. My mom don't drive far.
My mom, she knows the whole Rockland.
Yeah,
To go on the highway, it's
yeah,
quiet.
bro. My mom, like, bro, certain places I be telling my mom I went. She's like, what? I'm like, it's right there, an hour drive. She's like, all the way over there. I'm like, yo, this is. I don't know. I think it's
Is she spookly?
Yeah, yo, bro. You feel me?
I mean, I don't think my mom's ever had a car, so
Yeah, so, and then that's another thing because from young, it's almost like that's what's pushed on you, right? Your parents. Well, if your parents are limited to what they know,
Yeah.
they try to. It's almost like they place those limitations on you, and it's up to you to go expand your mind. It's up to you to go expand your environment and seek new opportunities. Because if you just stay in that bubble, how much you can only grow so much.
that's what I'm really trying to break nowadays. Like, go for these opportunities. Like, I found myself living through other people.
You gotta be selfish. It's hard to say, but that's the truth. It's okay to be selfish sometimes.
For now,
What was your last selfish thing that you did that you
Last
felt good about,
selfish?
or felt bad about?
That's a good question. Is that the question of the day?
That's the question of the day. Yeah. What was the last selfish thing that you guys did that you enjoyed?
Yeah, give me some time. To
Nah,
think
go
about
ahead. Yeah, I mean, the way you said you got to be selfish, I thought you would have had it on the hip, like you,
Nah,
like you.
I'm talking about like you gotta do things for yourself, even though.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. Pete, go ahead while I'm thinking.
last selfish thing I did that I'm
Last selfish thing you did that you enjoyed, like it was more like a like a guilt, almost like a guilty pleasure, something that you're like, yo, this is something I really want to do. I'm doing it. I don't care what people say. I don't care the consequences. I don't care of the, what may come from this. Because I want to do this right now. I'm gonna be a little selfish.
that's a good
Whether you
one.
cheat on your girl, whether you.
Well, no, never that.
Yeah, never.
Yeah. 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 Nah. No.
I'm just
thank
giving
you.
y'all some examples. I'm
Oh, examples. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or you cheat on your diet, had a little cheat meal. You went and you grab food without your girl, without telling her.
Oh, I've done that a
You
couple
feel
of
me?
times.
Like, what? You
I've
feel
done that
me?
a couple of times,
I'm
but it's
just-
not worthy of the answer right now. Damn, I don't know. And it could count. Anything could count, basically.
Yeah, as long as you deem it somewhat selfish. I don't know.
Is taking control of your time like selfish? Like not responding to people that you usually respond to, like helping them with their
It's
things?
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
yeah.
All right, so I'm learning how to say no a little better. Yeah, I don't have to show up for people like I used to show up. I don't have to do that because when it's when it should be reciprocated, it's never reciprocated. It's just one-sided. So I don't have to keep doing that for people. And I've been saying no to a couple of my friends, a couple of my peeps about their, burdens and issues, just being a helping hand.
I'll tell you what, you need a healthy balance of yeses and no.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I mean, it's cool to do that, yes, but, when it's not reciprocated, like let's say if I'm having a fallout, ain't nobody there. It's just me and my fallout versus you having a fallout. I'm right there giving you some advice, doing all this stuff. Yeah. So I'm saying no. So that's what I don't feel guilty about it anymore. It's versus, saying no and feeling guilty like, yo, maybe they really did need my help and shit like that. But now it's just like, I can't help you.
Now you leave your peoples high and dry. We got it. Yeah. Roby, did you get a...
Yeah. I'm still thinking.
Still thinking? All right.
It's a difficult question, honestly.
Yeah, you see this guy? Hold on, time out. You said, we going to get out of here soon, but you see what this guy just did to me?
I ain't see. I don't know what you're talking.
Me neither. I missed it.
All right.
You can spin back.
If I had to answer my own question,
you do have to answer your own question, dog.
Do I? The last selfish.
Because when you say, I'm thinking about something big, but
it doesn't have to necessarily be big. Because I'm just wondering, because the way you said you had to be selfish, I thought it's something you practice like often, like little small acts of selfishness.
Be careful how you answer too, because he might just say to you what he said to me. I leave my friends high and dry, but continue on.
Oh, you talking about that? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Nah. I guess sometimes. Go ahead, like I said.
We'll come back to it. We'll think about it, but.
The last selfish thing that I did, boy, oh boy. I don't know. I don't have an answer.
That's fair.
Well, I would say, okay, very small. Very like minute, like super duper, like okay. I don't call people back. My bad. Yeah, I'm gonna call you back. Yo, I'm getting phone. Yeah, I'm gonna call you back. Or if you fake, yeah, somebody's calling me. Let me call you back. I'm not calling you back. Is that like I told you, super small? But I'm not calling you back. I don't want to talk to you. I need my time. I'm reclaiming my time from you. And there's a couple friends that just called me out of the blue. Niggas just want to say, hey, all right, nigga. Let me hang up. All right.
Huh.
Get.
Hold on. Huh. Okay. So, our answers were very similar, right? Would you agree?
No, not at all.
Okay, then that's it. No further questions.
You think our answers are similar?
No further questions.
What's the answer?
I said, yo, I'm saying no a lot more. I'm not showing up as I usually show up. Mm-hmm. This dude said, yo, I ain't calling you niggas back.
His people in the time of need, he's saying no. I'm saying I'm ending the phone conversation early because we ain't talking about nothing and I want to get off. And I'm be like, yo, I'm going to call you back.
That's not what you said at first.
I said I don't call people back when I say I'm going to call them back. That's what I said. I'm like, yo, I'm going to call you back. And I don't call them back. That's what I said.
But what if they're like in a time of...
Don't ever call you?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't call back.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
He was about to try to spin it, add like, what if
yo, this guy?
what if they're stranded? What if
yo, this guy over here? All right, copy. Roby, you got an answer? You got yours?
Selfish?
Yeah.
I'm a selfless individual. But sometimes I'm selfish. I would say
it's cool, bro. You don't gotta give us an answer.
I feel like
it's
I'm
cool.
forcing
Yeah,
it.
nah, it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all
yeah,
good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
It's cool. I think
we did it today. We did it today.
Yeah.
We did it today.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So last
thoughts. No, I don't got no last thoughts. Actually, I do. Last night I went to a Smino concert. Shit was fire. Good vibes. You know.
Yeah.
Good energy. He brought out a couple people. there was some dips in the spot, you know. A couple earthy women, you know. It was fly. Good experience.
You bag anyone?
Nah. I was just in the spot, you know,
You just
vibing,
chilling,
just
okay.
vibing.
Yeah,
You know.
just hugging the wall.
Nah, not hugging the wall. It's a
Yeah.
concert, buddy.
You went to the after party?
Nah, that shit was in Brooklyn, and the venue was in Manhattan. I wasn't trying to make that drive, and I was already tired, bro. I'm not
You
gonna
drove?
lie.
I thought you took the train.
Not to the train, but Drew scooped me from Grand Central, so
Oh,
we
Drew
drove.
went?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Quick question. You said all these down to earth women, and you're talking about, you know, women a lot. So how is dating going for you?
How's dating going for me?
Yeah.
Oh, before we close the show out,
No. We might as well make a part two. I think that would be
we
fun.
might as well continue the conversation.
Continue the conversation.
All right. Dating for me, is not going bad.
No?
I mean,
What's the last date you've been on?
the last date I've been on.
That you took serious. You know, you might.
The last date I've been on that I took serious was probably back in February, late February. And that, yeah, dating hasn't been too bad. I think the biggest thing, and I was actually talking to Pete about this yesterday, I think the biggest thing is just, you know, not limiting yourself to just one person and just getting to know different people. And you don't have to make it romantic. Just getting to know people. Create a friend.
What do you mean not limiting yourself to one person? Elaborate.
I was talking about just because when you think of dating, everybody wants to just jump to the romantic aspect of it. I think it's cool when you create a friendship first with somebody, you know, and you get to know them as a person, and then, you know, you could pursue that romantically. Not saying you can't pursue romantically off the rip, but I just feel like a lot of times we're just pursuing romantically based off looks and
Lust.
you know, and that's the premise. Sex. And you don't even really know the person yet. You know, you haven't really dedicated enough time to get to know that person.
That's sex.
So,
Okay.
I don't know. So yeah, that's what I mean by keeping your options open, not limiting yourself to just one person, because that person may not be the person for you, and you shouldn't cheat yourself out of meeting other people just because you're feeling out this one person that you have no idea.
Yeah, gotta play the
if there's a
field.
future with. Yeah, you know. But my experience hasn't been bad. I'm very intentional with who I decide to pursue and who I, you know, spend time with. So
There hasn't been any prospects that you weren't intentional with?
Everything I do is intentional. So whether the intentions weren't for a relationship or they were, it was always intentional, you know. However, when I first meet them, there's no intention yet. So when I first meet them, it's a clean slate. I don't have any intentions for you. I just, you know, we're just trying to get to know each other as a person. From then, we could decide, you know, after, because I don't know you. You might be a psycho. You know, we might not get along. We might not be able to, you know.
Like, yeah, I don't know you at all, but I'm still gonna pay for this $200 dinner. You
Not me. Never me.
Never you?
Well, I mean,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I was actually having this conversation with my coworkers last week.
Shout out to the coworkers.
Shout out to the coworkers. You don't gotta break the bank when you're dating. You don't have to.
Oh, that talk. The talk that we had the other day.
Yeah, no,
Yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You remember? Yeah. You don't gotta break the bank when you're dating, bro. Be creative, and if the girl really likes you, she's gonna fuck with it. If she don't like you and she just need a nice little meal, a nice date night out, you know, and you taking her to STK, you taking her to Philippe's, and you kind of, you know,
You don't need to lead with money. You feel me? If you got money, it's gonna show regardless. They gonna know. They do.
Yeah, girls
They
be
do
know,
their report.
girls know what's up, man. Girls know what's up, and yeah, bro, just get creative, man. Like, think outside the box. That's all. I've been on free dates, hikes, walks,
Ice cream. No,
ice
You
cream.
gotta pay for.
Yeah, but like even then, that's a low cost, you know. Ice cream, you know. Just get creative, bro. Paint and sip, Netflix and chill.
I have another question.
He ain't letting us close out.
Yeah. Well, let's
Oh
get-
yeah. Oh
yeah.
okay. Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
already said it.
Okay. So we ended it back when we okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
do
So we
the
clipped it there. All right. Nah, that's cool. That's cool.
part 1 and part 2.
I don't mind.
Because I like how the conversation's going.
I see
We
what's going
flowing.
on here. He trying to get me. He's trying to get. I see what he's trying to do.
Nah, all seriousness. One of the topics I wanted to bring up is leadership in a relationship. And the guy is the person that's supposed to be the leader in a relationship, and your woman follow suit. So when it comes down to the final decision, what do you guys think? Who should have the final say? Me personally, I think it's the leader, taking into consideration what their partner says. But let me hear what you guys have to say about that.
Ooh, naturally, I feel like the man should have a final say. Should have the final say.
Mm-hmm.
While I don't think the man should make the decisions alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you should consult with your partner about
that's
the
what I was
decisions.
saying.
Yeah, you should consult with your partner about the decisions, and then you make the final decision. Reason why is, you know what? I feel like the problem is like you're not including your partner in some of the things you say. Naturally, I feel like women want the man to be the person who has the final say, make the decisions. They want you to lead.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to do all these things. They want you to, provide, protect, lead. So that's all fine. But when you start doing it like by yourself, when you start, making these decisions without consulting anybody, then that's where I feel like the problem like arises. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the problem arises versus if you cue them in certain decisions. It could be about anything, the mortgage, vacation, all of that, what are we eating for dinner type of thing. I don't know.
I feel like that's kind of like a slippery slope.
You think so?
Because sometimes they just want to go. They just want to be passenger princess. Just hop in the car and,
I don't want to be space cadets.
Yeah. Like,
you feel
out
me?
of space.
Sometimes you got it. They know they're gonna be fine regardless. So you got it.
Yeah.
So it's like when do they need?
Yeah, you got to use in a situation like that. You got to use your discernment, right? You don't have to consult and
Every time.
on every single situation. You gotta use your common sense.
Yeah, if it's something like minute where you don't even need to speak about it.
What's minute to you? It might be.
Yeah, you're right.
And at the end of the day, I
You're
think
right.
it all comes down to communication and just being on the same page. So if in a relationship, my woman is allowing me to lead, she trusts me to, make proper decisions. She trusts me to go to her and collaborate on decisions when needed.
So would you be in a relationship where you're not able to lead?
Well, I'm not able to lead?
Yeah, you said she lets you lead her.
No, that's impossible for
That
me.
is impossible.
That's impossible for me.
Like my instincts would kick in.
Bagala pas possible. Impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
I just heard what you said. You said she lets you. Nah.
You?
She allows me to lead.
She allows you.
Because in a lot of situations, I feel that women, oh wow, the gender wars. I feel like men aren't allowed to lead, or the woman feels like the man is not cut out to lead. So she's like, yo, I can't let him lead because he's gonna lead us astray.
Well, I think that comes down to you picking the person.
I think it comes also down to you being a leader. Not every man's a leader.
What about you, Roby? Do you feel like you would be, like, you personally, do you feel like you want to, like, make all the decisions, like, have the final say? Or are you okay with, having a relationship where she makes the leading decisions one day and you make the leading decisions another?
For me, I would say being a leader is part of me. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna consult. But if shit hits the fan, I'm taking control.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shit hits the fan, follow suit. Until I'm fucked up, follow suit. and then, I'm gonna guide her the whole way.
Would it bruise you knowing that she operates better under pressure than you do? Like, let's say shit does hit the fan and you're looking for you just controlling the situation. Would it bruise you a bit if she's better at that than you are?
If she's better at controlling the situation than me?
Yeah, like leading, doing all that stuff, like better at doing all of that than you are.
If she's better than me at doing all of that, salute to her, you feel me? I gotta find someone where I could lead. I can't have no woman leading me.
Hold on. Wait. My better.
Because let me finish what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
She could lead in certain aspects, but if I'm not mistaken, the way you're posing this question is, she's 1 and I'm 2. No, it's either we here or I'm slightly.
Okay.
So you can't follow your woman.
I can't follow him. That's not what I said.
Okay, so so just clear it out for us, cause some.
So repeat the question so I can. Cause I see what y'all trying to.
No, it's not y'all.
I see
It's
where
not
this
y'all.
is going.
You never know.
I
what
try to choose my words carefully.
You never know with him. Me, it's never anything like that. It's never anything like that.
I said, cause you said, this is her and this is you. This is a no-go. This cannot happen for you.
It cannot.
However, this is you, right? This is her.
Yeah.
This can't go, but this can go.
I said slightly.
Okay.
I ain't
Okay.
do the drastic.
Okay. So this could go,
Yeah, that can go.
but this can't go.
In certain occasions.
It can't ever go in her favor.
No. I didn't say can't ever. It can't ever. I did not say that.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, where I'm lacking, I expect her to pick up the slack.
So she's always a supplement. She's never the initial.
She's not your equal.
She's not my equal.
Yeah, I'm asking.
What do you mean by that?
Wherever you're lacking, and you expect her to pick up versus, I don't know. I guess I don't know what I'm asking.
Yeah,
I kind of get what you're asking.
Yeah.
Because he says if he's not enough, she got to come in and add to his. He could never add to hers.
Whoa.
Okay.
I did not say.
Oh, okay.
I did not say I can't add to her.
Okay.
She has to pour in you more than you pour into her.
No. I pour into her and she pours into me, and wherever we lack, that's
Okay.
How
Okay. So it's a combined effort.
it's a combined
equally.
effort. Yeah. But I'm saying if there's
But she could never contribute more. You have to be the one contributing the majority.
now all the time, she can contribute more when she needs to. But where she doesn't need to, I'm there.
Okay.
Got you.
What about you guys? This see hot.
What about you guys?
This see hot as hell right now.
This guy got it, yo. What about you guys? Got it.
Yeah, go
Oh
ahead, Pete.
man.
No, I kind of like answered a little earlier.
PD Pablo, I need you to. I didn't hear clearly.
Nah, I feel like my
Yeah.
instincts would kick in. I mean, yeah, I'll clue you in on like having like your opinion. I'll value your opinion, all of that stuff. But as far as like making like decisions, yes, of course. I'm saying I will clue you in.
But she can never have the one up on you.
You said clue her in? What are you,
I will
what are you
clue-
Blue's
like, we'll-
Clues?
Nah. Yo, but nah. What I'm trying to say is, what do you mean like upper hand? What do you mean like upper hand?
The same question you asked me.
Like, can I be with a woman who's more dominant than me?
Yeah.
No.
What if she's more dominant in certain areas?
Like what? Like, give me a few examples. Like, I mean, I feel like women are gonna. Oh shit! I was about to go crazy.
Not go ahead.
I was about to go crazy. Okay,
That's how you feel.
You know what? Naturally, yes, I feel like women should be better cleaners than me. Of course, I feel like they should be able to tidy up the house, do all that stuff with the home. Like, I don't want to come home and expect and see like dishes clean. I don't ever want you to touch the trash. I do want you to put the trash in the trash, the garbage in the trash, and I'll take out the trash. I don't ever want you to go outside and do that. I'm not saying that. But I don't want to come into the house and see dishes in the sink, bathroom is unorganized. The bathroom is really for you, really. So make sure all
The
the stuff.
bathroom is really for her.
What?
What do you? So you don't use the
I'm,
bathroom?
no, I'm
Elaborate.
talking about like the makeup stuff and all of that stuff.
So you believe in gender roles, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as they're in your favor. So you need the house clean. You need her to cook for you. You need her to clean your bathroom that you use just as much as she does. You need her to to fix up the bed. You need her to clean the crib. And what are you doing?
Nah, I see what.
You just going to work and then providing mediocre dick. What are you doing, huh? I'm asking you.
I'm playing my masculine role in society. I'm providing, I'm protecting, I'm getting shit done.
So you're too masculine to wash dishes and clean the bathroom?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I am, but but women want to live in their feminine energy, right? They don't want to have to like go to work and do all this stuff. I mean, some women do, but they want to be that typical housewife, right? They want to do that stuff, right?
Wait, so in this scenario, is your girl working or no? Or she stay at home mom? Because
In the ideal scenario, yes, I want to retire all the people that are closest to me. I want to retire my mom. I want to retire at some point my sisters possibly. I want to retire my woman. Yes. Mm-hmm. So if you're not working like I'm working to make that dollar, then there are other things that you should take care of.
No, of course, in a situation like that, but you're a stay-at-home mom, so that's
a lot of work.
Yeah,
in the ideal
all that
situation.
stuff kind of falls under the umbrella of being a stay-at-home mom. I would assume, because what else are you doing? Okay, yes, raising the children, but I think all that ties in. You gonna raise the children in a nasty home? You feel me? The home has to be well kept, in my opinion. So yes, in a stay-at-home mom situation, of course, that's guaranteed. However, let's stay with she's gainfully employed, just like you are.
Oh,
What does that look like? Does she still have to cook and clean? Does she still have to be the one that does that, or are you sharing that load as well? Because
no, of course, no. I'm sharing it. Mm-hmm. No, I don't have. No, I'm not that type of person. But in the ideal situation, like the former, what I was saying, where everything about me is good, and you ain't got to do anything, outside of like bringing in the money, and I got that down. Yeah, stuff like that. But if we're like both working and stuff like that, I'm not gonna fix my mouth and say, "Yo, what's up with these dishes and that?" If I got the time to do it, I'm gonna do it.
I kind of think we're falling off subject as far as the question that was asked.
You wanted to have a part 2, my boy. I'm fried. I'm hungry.
Now, you know what's funny? I know exactly what Pete just described there in that first situation. And it's something that most would call financial abuse. So
This nigga hates
he has an iron.
This guy hates me, bro.
Go ahead.
He has an iron fist over all the finances. So he basically gets to dictate what gets done. Like, hey, I pay all the bills here, so make sure my crib is clean. Make sure my bed is made. Make sure there's a home cooked meal when I get home.
I led this with I'm fulfilling my masculine. What society tells what a man should be, I'm fulfilling it. I'm letting you be you. You're living in your feminine energy, right? Do you think women really want to work? I mean, there are women that want to work, but for the girl I'm talking about, she wants to stay at home. She wants to, live the dream of like staying at home, bro. Mm-hmm. Like you're making it sound like I'm crazy and I ain't going for it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, and you kind of agree with me. I feel like you do. You just want to talking about financial abuse, man. Let's end this shit.
Hey, buddy.
Let's end this shit.
Hey, buddy. Just give him your at name. Don't drag me into this. Just give him your at name, buddy.
What's your at name, bro?
Mine?
Yeah.
Blue collar.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo.
If it sounds a little too crazy, I'll cut all this shit.
Hey, man. I think we did it, man.
We did it, man.
We
ain't done.
What's the question again? Repeat the question.
We ain't done, gang.
We took so many turns, I don't remember the initial question.
So the question is, and if you remember the same question you asked me. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. The question was, would it bruise you if your woman was more dominant than you are in certain situations? Like she was a natural leader and you lacked more than she did. Would it bruise you, basically? Okay,
so off the bat, we're gonna just eliminate one of these scenarios because where you say that I'm not a natural born leader, because I am. So off rip, I can't even imagine a world where that is the scenario. So we're gonna cancel that, right? Secondly, me and my wife were a team, you know, so everything about us is collaboration. So she's gonna be better in some areas than I am. So that in those areas and in those scenarios, I allow her to lead, and I trust her, and I believe in her.
I said the same thing.
I kind of did say the same thing too, and y'all made me feel like I was crazy.
You guys didn't elaborate it as well.
Yeah. Oh, you was trying to chop and screw our answer.
I don't know. I'm just speaking from my heart. You know, I'm just speaking from my heart. So this is how I actually feel. You know, so we're gonna play to her strengths and we're gonna play to my strengths. You know, so wherever we each lack and we're weak at, you know, we're gonna take a step back. We'll take that back seat role. I don't mind allowing my wife to take charge. Are you kidding me? That's my wife. That's a boss. So, she's a direct reflection of me, and as I am her. You know, so we lean on each other for these things. You know, if I gotta cook, I get home, my wife tired, I gotta cook. Boom, I'm gonna cook. You feel me? If the crib need to be clean, my wife tired from whatever work, whatever the kids, I'm gonna clean the crib. Simple. I mean,
Would you?
And no, my pride wouldn't take a hit. There's no ego. There's no pride in that situation.
Would
you know.
You be willing to be a house husband?
I'd be a house husband, stay at home husband in a blink of a.
This nigga's chatting, bro.
Huh?
You know that's.
I'm what?
Bro. You know
Pete, hold on. Stay at home. You know, I think the misconception when you're a stay at home parent is that you're not. There's no income. I'm a stay at home parent, but I got the stocks dancing. I got the real estate portfolio developing. I got things in motion.
I didn't say you didn't.
Yeah, you feel me? I could be a stay at home. I'm getting the chefing skills nice because now I'm cooking more meals. Mm-hmm. I'm spending mad time with my kids. Stuff that you can't, like, it's priceless. Are you kidding me? I'd be a stay at home pops. What?
Man, I watched enough TV shows and movies to know that woman leaves that dude, bro.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
She leaves if she want to leave.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's my thing, bro. If you're, yo, bro.
No, I'm with you.
Whatever you do,
I'm with you.
If she wants to leave,
yeah, you could be a billionaire CEO. If she want to go out and pop that thing, she gonna go out and pop that thing, bro. No matter what. Feel me? You just gotta be securing yourself, securing your relationship, and trust your woman, bro. Mm-hmm. That's bottom line. You be watching too many movies, and I mean, it'd be messing you up.
Listen, I think we did it, yo.
I think we did it too.
I think we did it.
I think we did it too. I love answering questions last.
Yeah, nigga.
You got all the sauce, man.
Yeah, I think we did it, yo.
Yeah. If you stay this long, thank you for watching part 2. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you. Yeah, have a great week. Stay blessed. Yes, sir.
All right.
Breachers.
Out.